Put your faith in the light.
Hello guys, welcome to another one of my videos. This is Lightblade. Well guys, in this one I wanted to start a series of 0 to hero on this new Retribution Paladin alt. So this is going to be 0 IO to 3k IO. So guys, the rules for this challenge are pretty simple. The first one and most important is that I can't use the Raider IO from my main to help me with this character. This means this guy is not linked in any way, shape or form to my main Paladin. The second rule is that I have to do all my keys as a Retribution Paladin. This means I can't go into healing or tanking spec to help me get into keys faster. The third one is I have to always use the premade dungeon finder, either using my own key or joining keys from other people. I can't join a guild. After that, I can use all the benefits of being an alt. This means I can pass Soul Cinder, Soul Ash, Gold from my main characters just to speed up the progress of getting into keys, you know, because if not, I would just get stuck in Torghast for hours and hours. Okay, and after that, basically, this is where the character stands. As you can see, we're 231 item level. The first thing we did after we got to 60 was go into Serrath Mortis, get some anima to buy some of this green 226 pieces of gear. After that, we just went around flying and got some of these 236 pieces of gear from those chests and got some Cosmic Flux. Cosmic Flux is one of the most important things for us because we needed to get our tier sets and we needed to get our high level legendaries. After that, we went into the auction house and bought some really cheap legendaries. These ones cost like 300, 400 gold. And they will do the job for now until we actually need the item level, because the higher item level ones we can't actually use because we don't have enough Cosmic Flux to transform them. After that, we also bought this necklace, 262 crafted necklace, which is really powerful because even my main still uses it. And then we went to kill the world boss and boom, we got a piece of gear from the world boss. So this is one of the first things that we're going to transform into tier sets when we get enough Cosmic Flux. Also, yes, we went into the raid finder and it's a waste of time. Don't ever go into the raid finder to get tier sets because either they don't drop or you're just stuck there with a horrible group that just keeps dying on really easy stuff. So don't go into the raid finder. So this is where the character stands now, 231 item level, no tier sets, and we're gonna start doing some keys. Okay guys, so the first thing we did was actually do someone else's key. So I queued up into 5 Sanguine Depths just so I can get a key that's not a 2, because I didn't want to do just a 2 and start from there. I wanted to start from a bit higher. And after we did that Sanguine Depths, we didn't get any loot, but we got our key and it was a 4 Halls of Atonement. So we're going to start from that 4 halls. That 4 halls went pretty smooth, 3 chests as you would expect. We do a bit of damage even without tier and our crap gear with the 1 minute build of Retribution Paladins. So we just rechested that thing as we said before, and we got a piece of loot. That was really good because this is a legs piece. That means it's tiered. So that gives us our 2 set now. So now the only thing we have to do is go out there and farm in Serrath Mortis. So here we are in Serrath Mortis and we have to farm 3k Cosmic Flux for our 2 set.
2 hours later.
So after a lot of farming Cosmic Flux, we got our 2 set piece done. So now we can actually change our build and go back to the current Divine Purpose Sanctified Wrath build and use Mechanicals, because, well, Mechanicals is really good on low keys, especially because Hammer of Genesis just gets so much value because we use all the duration on the packs that die so fast. We can still use Pelagos, but I think Mechanic is going to be a better choice here. And we can now go do our next key, which is a 7 Streets of Tasabesh. Okay, so we went to our 7 Streets of Tasabesh. As you expected, this key was really easy, although we didn't 3-chest it. We only 2-chested this key because we had some slight issues with the group I had. So I made a group with whatever people just signed in. I got a group with a mage and a protection warrior, which both were pretty geared. Well, not super geared, but the mage was 250 something. The warrior was 2400 IO with also like high gear. I think he was 260 something. It's 268 if I correctly remember, and a demon hunter that was 262. So I was expecting like this to just crush this key and get a 3 chest, because I really wanted that 3 chest, so we could go from 7 to 10 and just start doing keys with the seasonal affix, you know, because Relic is really nice because we get more cooldowns as Retribution Paladin. Also, we didn't change our talents for this key. I kind of went back to Pelagos and just used the 1 minute build here. Which was kind of annoying, because you start wanting to just use your abilities on cooldown because you have now the 2 set with the extra Seraphim things. Anyways, I used just the 1 minute build in this key. It doesn't really matter. Both builds work, but I think feel wise, the Sanctified Wrath Divine Purpose build feels better than the 1 minute one. Anyways, our Demon Hunter friend didn't actually do much damage in this key, which was kind of sad. Some things were kind of troll as well, because well, we died on one of the poles here. Our tank just died because he was standing in the beam too long, and he took so many stacks that just fell over. Anyways, after he died, I died, and I guess he came back and the pole was just fine, you know. After that, we just continued doing the key, and not many things I've noticed happened. Oh yeah, one thing happened. On the musical part, where the boss that you have to get instruments, our range players didn't want to do the drums. So our Demon Hunter friend, just since he kind of died before, he got to that part late, so he ended up getting the drums. And he just stood there menacingly, but not doing much. He actually did nothing on that boss fight. I don't really know how drums work. I've never done drums in that place. I don't think you can move if you're melee, but he just stood there. So I was like, okay, we're just gonna 2-man this boss, I guess. And well, we 2-man it, which was kind of unfortunate, because it would have been really nice to have his damage up for that fight, you know, so we could 3 chest this key and get our 10, and we could start doing the affix of the season. But anyways, after that we also had a small ninja pull after, because our Demon Hunter friend also ninja pulled some stuff before we got to the last boss. It wasn't much of a problem. Our mage friend just went down with his glidey thing that mages have, and got our Demon Hunter on the boss platform, and we just ended the key. We crushed that boss, as you could think, on just a 7 key. And the good thing is, at the end in the box we actually got some loot, which is really nice. A 249 cloak. Nothing super great, you know, but any upgrade that we can take at this point is good. And after that, well, I think it's rare. We got 2 upgrades in 2 dungeons, which what I've heard is like it's really like hard, because loot doesn't drop. Anyways, after that we got our next key, which is another Halls of Atonement. That is a 9, sadly not a 10, and we actually just ended up there because I wanted to do keys. I didn't want to do more keys for that day, so we're gonna start doing 9 the next episode, and I'm hoping to stream that one, so like you guys can see me climb from without any type of gear, you know, with my crap gear, and just try to see where how far I can get. The goal is to get 3 KIO, and well, that's where we stand now, at 233 item level with 2 sets of our tiers. Our next goal, like immediate goal, is to get 4 set, and I think with that we can just reach 15s, because 4 set is just really big for Red Paladins, getting those free Wake of Ashes. So yeah, we want to get our 4 set, and then we can just crush 15s and just gear up to do our 20s, because if you do all 20s you can get 3 KIO, and hopefully we can get all 20s done this week, you know, this current week. Although I think it's gonna be a bit rough, since the affixes are not really fun, you know. It's spiteful and it's necrotic, so those are kind of rough for some tanks. Anyways guys, that's where I left the first episode. So guys, if you enjoyed this content and want to see more of it, like the video and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, everyone.